And welcome back to the channel. My name is Jesse, and in today's video we're going to be creating the cash flow course method. This method is going to help you generate anywhere from $200 to $500 per day, depending on how you structure it. It could go all the way up to $5,000 per day, depending on if you're good at sales. It really depends on your own skill sets too, but what I'm going to show you is the basis of collecting leads, collecting clients, and having an automated system that brings in generally a lot of sales or sales while you're sleeping. I've done this for my own business, and I was able to create and generate sales while I was sleeping with this exact fundamental method. So make sure to pay attention in this part method. We're going to be doing 5 videos, and also make sure to grab the free course in the link in the description, also in the comments, which goes into detail on how to create a sustainable asset that you could grow all the way to 6 figures. You could do this as a side business, or you can just do this as a side income where it becomes passive. So with that said, let's jump into the video. You're going to learn a lot about how to create a profitable funnel. I'm going to show you in 5 videos. So this is going to be the first video, video 5. So let's go. Hey, so what I like to call this funnel is the cash flow course funnel. The way it's going to work is we are actually going to design it in a way where it becomes a lead magnet. It attracts our desired audience, and then we're going to build the funnel where they're going to go down the funnel, and that you can continuously promote to them with automations. A lot of marketers really typically tend to focus on the front. It's usually something that is mid to high ticket, so something that costs anywhere from $27, and then have maybe 2 or 3 other steps. So a funnel is essentially getting somebody down a series of payments in order to collect a one sum of off of each lifetime value of each customer. So if you are creating something like a free offer, you get them to get the free offer, and then you can pitch them in your email list on a mid to high ticket monthly recurring revenue, and then eventually get them on a sales call to sell them on a higher ticket. That would be called the cash flow course funnel. And I'm going to show you exactly how that works. I've laid that all out for you. I've actually done this myself with my own business, so I know that it works, and I know it works for others. There's other types of funnel methods, but I believe that this one should be the best one for you. So on today's agenda, we're going to be looking at the cash flow course funnel. We're going to be looking at how to create a lead magnet funnel that will lead to sales later on. And the actions that we're going to be taking is we're going to be providing continuous support and value on organic funnels. We're going to offer a free course or ebook upfront from our organic channels. So this could be Instagram, this could be TikTok, YouTube, one of the free channels. And then what we're going to be doing is creating an ecosystem of free value. So we're going to be giving free, essentially a free course opt-in at the beginning, and that's going to be specific for this particular one. You can create free courses with AI, videos with AI, or you could just create an ebook. It doesn't have to cost anything up front, or you just have to focus on getting your audience into the ecosystem, and once they're into the ecosystem, it's easier to pitch them. Then you're going to create a low MMR or MRR offer leading to the automated webinar. So at this time, they should be warm lead. They should be a warm lead because you've created this trust, you've created establishment of authority with them. So therefore, they should be a warm lead after this step right here. So after this step. And then what we're going to do is we're going to focus on getting them on sales calls and then closing them on larger deals. So this could be access to a mastermind, access to a virtual or in-person event. This could be in-person coaching, etc. Right? So you wanna close them on a high ticket deal, and then you want to have them go into your mastermind after that. And then finally, we're going to be looking at how the prospect, if they're not interested in the high ticket, sometimes they might have objections. If you can't get them, you can pitch them a course, right? So you can make another course that is a mid-tier course that you could pitch them if they're not interested or they're not willing to make the investment. That would be last case scenario where they're still in their ecosystem, and then you can still follow up with them on a follow-up sales call. But at least that would get them to pay for something. Okay, so I'm just going to show you what the mind map looks like right here. So as you can see, this is the beginning of the funnel right here. So I'm going to just scroll in a little bit better like that, move around here. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to actually have organic traffic going to a free offer. The organic traffic could come from any source that is a social media platform. That could be Instagram. Instagram is a great way to sell offers because most of the people on Instagram are just browsing for entertainment, but sometimes they like to buy off of Instagram too if you can establish a relationship. If you actually build a good enough relationship and you're talking to them in the messages, then you can get them into your free course, and that will help boost your trust value. Now, this is going to be a little bit harder if you don't create. Let's say you want to create faceless Instagram or faceless YouTube. Just keep in mind that anything that is faceless is much harder than having your face on there. I know a majority favors faceless, although the labor that is included with faceless, even though that you could use AI and automations to create faceless accounts, it's still going to be quite a lot. So you want to have organic traffic going to a free offer where and then they're going to opt into an email list. You just have to focus on creating an email list of at least 100 members, and then with that, the tripwire is going to be either a course. It could be a course. It doesn't have to be a course. You could create an ebook too. You can create an ebook, or you could create a free course, or you could create VIP calls, or even better, all three, in some form. But as long as you're giving them some kind of free value up front, the reason why is this builds trust, right? So if you give them something free up front, that's going to build trust. If they don't trust you, they will not buy from you. And if you start to give them free value, free courses, free assets, templates, whatever, that will help build trust with your audience. You can see me as an example. I give you free value, and then from there you trust what my advice is, right? So then after you've created the connection, they opted into the email list, then when their next journey is going to be where they go into the automation, the email automation. So this would be an email automation where they are essentially going through a series of emails. Each email is giving them a little bit more value, but it's also selling them in a sneaky way on a low ticket monthly recurring revenue. And what that could look like is a community offer for you, or it could be a software if you are able to create a SaaS. But in most cases, for a lot of people, for a majority of the people watching, it would be better off if you build a paid community where they're paying on a monthly basis. And you can do this with school.com. So school.com gives you the ability to create a paid community where they are paying X amount of money every month. That will help you get your monthly recurring revenue up. And then there's other communities out there. You can do Facebook groups, but again, you'd have to have them pay like through PayPal or Stripe first. So you'd have to create a paywall in order for them to gain access, or you can do a Discord channel. So Facebook groups, or you can do a Discord channel with WAP. And WAP is essentially another community builder where they would opt into something, and then when they opt into something, then they can get access to a Discord channel. I personally don't have a lot of experience with Discord. I created one before, but I haven't created one recently. I might create one in the future, but I mean, that's just another option you can use if you want to go that route. The easiest way to go about this, I mean, if you wanted to create a school community, that would be the best way to create that community. So essentially what you're doing here is, with the email automation, you're creating a community. Okay? And then the next thing that we're doing in step 3 is that we are going to actually upsell them, and we're going to upsell them with the webinar funnel and book a call, or get them to a form, right? Probably the form first. They'll fill out a form and then book a call. The reason why we want to do this is because we want to actually assess who we're going to be speaking with, how much are they making, what kind of business they have, what's their willingness to invest. That way, when you get onto a sales call with somebody, you know that it's going to be a little bit easier for them to make a decision in order to buy your higher ticket offer, because you've already assessed them in the application. So we have 2 scenarios here. We have yes, and then we have no. So they can either say yes. If they say yes, then that would be essentially, we can have them in our ecosystem, into our basically our business, and then from there, once they've enrolled into our business, we can offer a high ticket weekly coaching and high ticket end course. So this is basically what they're receiving, is the high ticket offer, the weekly coaching, and the high end course. If they say yes. If they say no, then you can get them into a mid ticket course, and then you can bring them into a secondary round of course weekly calls, and then you can pitch them the webinar funnel, which brings them back to the application, and then you can do a follow-up call with them. But if they were to say yes, then you can bring them into your mastermind community, and then from there, if they are a good fit, you can bring them into a super high ticket offer, one-on-one offer. This offer could be anywhere from 5 figures to 6 figures. Because at this point, you have a pretty good relationship with the client, and you know, if they want to take it a step further, where you have an in-person offer where you're going to do a in-person coaching or in-person event, this would be your super high ticket offer. I've seen many people have done this. Andrew Crozy has done this. Tony Robbins has done this. Russell Brunson has done this. There's a lot of entrepreneurs that have done this. Marlin has done this. I know you've seen him on YouTube. So essentially, this is how the cash flow course funnel looks like. I'm going to show you what the template looks like, and then in a follow-up video, what we're going to do is we're actually going to build this out. So I actually just wanted to show you the outline of what the funnel looks like first, so you kind of get a good idea of what to expect with this type of funnel. right? So right here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually show you what a free course funnel looks like. So right here, I'm in the back end of Zunnels.com. Zunnels.com is a high converting funnel builder. So all you need to do is, once you're logged in, you create a funnel. And then what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna create a free funnel. Basically, the free course funnel, cash flow funnel, is going to look somewhere along the lines of a lead magnet. So I'm gonna go to my lead magnet templates right here, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually click on this one right here, book report. There's another one right here. You want to choose the most simple one. So this one actually is basically created for collecting emails for a free ebook. So this one actually would be perfect. And then I will free cash flow. Okay, funnel. And if you want the template to this, I will include that in the next video. I just want to show you the outline of how this is going to look. So right here you can see that this is basically what our funnel is going to look like. They will click on our link, and then we'll offer something for free, and then we'll send it to their email. Okay, and if you want to go into the skeleton of the email, or the this is the back end. It'll show you how many visitors are going in, how many sales you make. And then essentially, this is a very easy to use funnel builder. I've been using this for a couple months now. It's actually been very easy to use, so I've been using this one. But you can see it's very simple. Of course, we're gonna have more than one step here, but the way we're gonna go about it is essentially exactly like how we have it laid out in our mind map, where we're gonna have this as the landing page. Right here we're gonna have downloads, and then right here what we want to do is after they download, what we want to do is we want to have them go to a webinar. So what we would do after that is, once they download, we'll choose a webinar right here. Webinar. Okay. And then it'll show right there. So you'll see that a new step was added. So you'll have, they go to the landing page, they download, and then they get the webinar. Once they're also in our email automations, we'll design it in a way where the emails are going to be sending them information on the webinar. It's also going to be giving them free value, free gifts, and creating that trust and relationship with the customer. Awesome. So in part 2, we're going to be talking about how to create this funnel. I'm also going to give you the template in the next video as well, but in this video I'm actually going to give you a free course on how to do this as well. It's in the link in the description, also in the comments, but it's a free course on how to build a high converting course cash flow funnel. So with that said, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.